Whether you're eyeing Nairobi Stock Exchange, let's say you're just getting started with investing, and there are so many options out there for investing. Hi guys, my name is Jacinta. In today's episode, I'm going to take you through where you can be able to invest your money, being having that little money. Many individuals are hesitant to dive into investment because once we have carefully allocated our income into essential utility bills and monthly expenses, we have got little left, if any, money remaining for saving, let alone investing opportunities. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be like that. We can really change this game because we can kickstart our investing journey with as little as 6,000 Kenya shillings. What if I told you that your journey for financial growth could start with as little as 6,000 Kenya shillings? Yes, you heard me right. Today, we are diving into the exciting world of investing in Kenyan market, where even a small investment can lead into a significant return. Before we jump in, if you are excited building that world, hit that subscription button in order for you to join this financial journey. Picture this, you as an investor with the power to make your money work for you with just 6,000 Kenya shillings. You can step in the world of stocks, bonds, and even innovative investments here in Kenya. Let's explore how your small investment can grow into something substantial. Whether you're eyeing the vibrant Nairobi Stock Exchange, exploring the government bonds, or even testing the water of fintech platforms, there is a realm of opportunities waiting for you. Let's break down how your 6,000 can be the key to unlocking those investment doors. Number one, the money market fund. This is the mutual money market fund whereby you can be able to invest your 6,000 Kenya shillings. With money market fund, you don't require much money to start. With 6,000 Kenya shillings, you can be able to start that investment portfolio. This money market fund, they are able to pull money from several investors. And when they pull this money, it is managed by the fund managers who will be able to know where they're going to invest your money and be able to make a return out of it. And this pooling will make it possible for you because it doesn't require you to have much money. So in this case, money market fund is one of the best places where you can start investing your money in. As little as 6,000, you can be able to start this portfolio. The money market fund, they'll be able to buy bonds, they'll be able to buy treasury bills, they will be able to buy those commercial paper, all other assets. And at the end of the day, as an investor, you'll be able to gain out of it. Money market fund is a low risk fund, and whereby it is guaranteed you back your money. So there is no reason to worry about investing in money market. Your money is secured. Most money market, they give an interest rate of between 8 to 10%. But all the same, your money is going to gain, and your money is not like when it is in just that saving account, which is maybe giving you very little or none interest, and your money is earning returns. And there is also the issue of capital gain, and there is also the issue of capital preservation in case it is that you don't like taking high risk. It has got flexibility. You can be able to access your money whenever you need that money. So this is a good place where you can be able to park your money instead of parking your money somewhere like the bank, which is not giving you interest enough to cover the inflation. If they can be able to give you money with a returns of 7 or 8 or even above, because the times they are giving even to 10%, you are already covered with your inflation, and that money is giving you good returns. Money market funds invest in quality short-term securities, which typically matures in 12 months or less. This includes bank deposit to invest your money in bank fixed account, short-term money market instruments. Number two, then there is the balance fund whereby they invest on the mix of traded stock and also the government bonds. In balance fund, that is whereby you are able to get diversification. It is in the moderate risk appetite, because here you will be able to diversify your portfolio on many traded stock, like they'll buy shares, they'll buy also treasury, they'll buy bonds, they'll also buy the commercial paper. They're able to diversify your portfolio, and this is to mitigate risk for you. Then there is a bond fund, which normally invests exclusively on public and corporate bonds. And these are whereby we go to things like government bonds and corporate bonds, which are long-term and short-term. It is on the low risk appetite, and also it acts on the moderate fixed fund. You'll be able to buy that bond which you cannot afford by as an individual. You'll be able to buy these bonds for investors since they are pulling people's money. Remember, all this is under unit trust umbrella. They'll be able to pull individuals' money, who are investing, who are having the similar goal, who would want to achieve something maybe at the end of the investment, and they are able to buy the bonds for them. You know, these bonds, like now, if you are to buy a bond, it's around 100,000 Kenya shillings, and maybe you, with your 6,000 Kenya shillings, you are not able to buy that one bond. Then there is a stock fund, or what we call equity fund. When you talk of equity fund, these are shares of the company which are listed on the stock exchange. They invest purely on company stocks. And this is whereby their aim is to realize medium to long-term capital gain for the investors. By investing in companies which are listed in a Nairobi Stock Exchange, investors with very high risk appetite and long time horizons are well suited in this category of stock funds or equity fund. And the good part of it is they can be able to buy this stock for you with 6,000 Kenya shillings, because they are going to get it through the mutual fund or the unit trust. And this way you can also be able to go on topping up or adding your money regularly. In most of these fund, you can be able to pay maybe the initial fund like 5,000 Kenya shillings. Then from there, you'll be adding maybe like 1,000 per month, which will depend on how much you have agreed, or it will depend on the firm you are investing your money with. Because most firms, they differ when it comes to the initial amount of money, and also they differ with the money you'll be bringing regularly. If you're able to contribute on regular basis, there are those funds which you can be able even to contribute even 100 shillings. There are those funds which you'll be able to be contributing maybe 5,000 Kenya shillings. There are those funds which you'll be able to contribute even 2,500 and 3,000. So it will differ with each and every different firm. But when it comes to investing in mutual fund, it is one of the best when you got that 6,000 Kenya shillings, because your money will be working for you. All this depends with your financial goals. What is it that you want to achieve at the end of the day? It will depend with how long are you willing to invest, and also it will depend with how much risk can you be able to accommodate, because there are those low risk, there are those moderate risk, and there are those high risk. It will depend with all this. But if you are a beginner, I would advise you not to go for those high risk. Just go to the low risk. Then from there, you'll be able to go climbing up, and you'll be able to get to a point whereby now you'll be able even to be comfortable, even to go to the high risk portfolio, of which the higher the risk, the higher the return. Then the number 5, where you can be able to invest the 6,000 Kenya shillings, it is in the pension plan. Most of the people, we normally have the pension plans which are given or offered by the government. And when you talk NSSF, it might not be adequate for oneself by the time you retire. Picture this, maybe you have to work for 40 years. 40 years are your working time. Maybe you got employed maybe at the age of 25, or you started earning some income at the age of 25. And the working years might be around 40 up to 65 if you are to work for 40 years. And when you calculate 200, or the amount of money given to NSSF, it's like 200 is very little, cannot be enough for your pension. In fact, if you can do the math, there is the issue of if you are to work up to 65, and maybe you are to live another 40 years, that means you'll be like 90 years or 100 years. So you give yourself that retirement benefits, because in most cases, by the time you retire, you will be having the same expenses, you'll be having to integrate with the community. Maybe you might be having assets, the real estate, the what have you, but you need that liquid cash in order for you to be able to operate. And this is where we come in with the pension as an individual or personal pension, so that you can be able to cater for your future self, which is very crucial, because When we rely, maybe at times we say we rely with our children, it might not be able to work out. And getting that retirement plan at an early age, it can really help. So you can be able to start that retirement pension. If at all, maybe you are in business, it is very crucial to start it early. You can start at any time, at any age, with any amount of money. And this is where I'm coming in with 6,000 Kenya shillings. You can be able to start your personal pensions plan, which will be able to benefit you later in life. And from there, you'll be adding on monthly basis, you'll be adding maybe on regular basis, you'll be able to contribute whatever the amount you can be able to agree with this firm. There are firms, there are the insurance firm, there are pension firms which are catering for all this. It's only to inquire about it, and you'll be able to fund for your pension. Because if at all you haven't started for pension, the minute you start earning that small income, it is better to keep aside like 20% for your retirement plan. And from there, you'll be able to grow that money slowly by slowly. The more the year to invest, the better, because you might not be, like now, if you are 25 years old, you have started at 30 years of age, you won't be required to start with so much money. 6,000 Kenya shillings is enough for you. But if you are to start like when you are 45, this one you might be required some more amount of money to add in that pension plan account. And this is where we come in, you start early so that you can be able to get that benefit. There is the issue of compounding, and it is so crucial when it comes to starting early, when it comes to age, when it comes to years, because pension is one of the best plan you can have for your life, because you would want to stay, maybe to live the same lifestyle you are living while you are having that able time. Figure these working years, they're just like 40 years, then you got another 40 years to live, or even more. And then there is the issue of inflation. So when you come to all this, you're supposed to have something good for your pension at the end of the days. When it comes to investment number 6, you can start on real estate. This is whereby you can be able to get maybe through the mortgage. Through the mortgage, you can be able to start maybe buying that plot. You know, the issue of buying plot, the issue of buying land. With 6,000 Kenya shillings, you can be able to start by buying those real estate investment trusts. Some of the way you can be able to earn money out of them through those rates, because you're able to pay maybe that 6,000 Kenya shillings to the investment firms, which offers real estate rates. And this is whereby you'll be able to be earning returns out of the investment to make those commercial houses. They are able to make those rental houses, storage facilities. And with that, they're able to manage those facilities, and they're able to manage those real estate. At the end of the day, whatever they get, they share with you returns out of the investment. And rates are one of the way you can be able to own that real estate investment return out of giving that 6,000 Kenya shillings. The number 7, starting that small business. If you're like you'd want to start that business with 6,000, it's good money, because you can go like Gikomba or Lisli and get something which you can be able to buy. Like give an example of bags. Bag business, because each and every woman would want to look smart with a beautiful bag. You can go to places like Isli, get to buy like 2 bags with your amount of money. Then you sell. Then from there you reinvest. And then you come back with some other bags. Then you sell. From there you reinvest, and there you have it. You'll be able to grow your business slowly by slowly with these 6,000 Kenya shillings. In fact, 6,000 is a lot of money if you can be able to align yourself with that business, whereby you can be able to sell. Even there's the issue of going to Gikomba. You can be able to buy things like tops, which go maybe for 100, and then you come and sell to your friends or to your workmate or colleague with around 400 or 300, and you get that investment between the 100 and 400, which is around 300, between 200 and 300, and that is good investment. Then you reinvest, and you start on and on and on. And that business can really grow. There are so many businesses you can do with 6,000 Kenya shillings, and they give you good returns. And this is something you can be able to invest in Kenyan market, because 6,000 is a lot of money when it comes to that small business. It is not okay, it might not be really much, but if you can plan it so well, it can bring you something out of it. It can start you a small business. It can start you that side hustle. The other investment you can make with 6,000 Kenya shillings is saving your money to SACCOs. SACCOs in Kenya are a big deal. And I talk much about SACCOs because I know where SACCOs take you. I've been with SACCO for the longest time. And in fact, they're the best thing I can talk about here. Because at the end of the day, you'll be able to start with that 6,000 Kenya shillings. When you get into a good SACCO, whereby I've given you a video on how you can be able to join a SACCO, the benefits of SACCO. You can be able to check on that video. Starting in a SACCO, it is a CCS 1, 2, 3. You'll be able to start with your 6,000 Kenya shillings, because it will depend with the share capital. It will also depend with the amount of money you're supposed to contribute on monthly basis, and also the initial fee requirements. And this is not much. You'll be able to start with that SACCO. At the end of the day, you'll be able to be reviewing your SACCO on monthly basis by contributing the amount of money maybe you would agree on the SACCO you joined. And at the end of the day, you will get this a long-term strategy whereby you'll be able to accumulate so much money. And this money and this investment are being paid on share capital. There is a dividend at each and every year. There is dividend paid for your share capital. There is interest paid for your saving in a SACCO. And that is one way also of growing money. And you know, SACCOs are also good because you'll be able to be getting credit out of your savings. So it is also a good investment. It is one of the investment you can also start with 6,000 Kenya shillings. In all these investment, one thing which has to do with it is your money is working for you. Starting on them, it's one of the best things you can do to yourself. And also there is the issue of you can start early. Another investment you can make, number 8, is buying share as an individual. Here, you just have to consult your broker or the share brokers who are authorized by CMA or Capital Market Authority. Then you'll be able to buy shares. You can be able to buy shares which are already listed in the NSC. And these shares right now, it is the best time to buy. Start as early as you start earning that income. Investing, create money for your future. It will also help you to live your dream lifestyle. Maybe if it is that pension, if it is that business, if it is that paying the school fees or saving for school fees, you'll be able to achieve your financial goals at the end of it all. Investing also helps you beat the inflation, and your money is going to continue compounding, and that compounding interest is one of the best, and that is what we would want our money to do for us. Investing now is a smart and a simple way to achieving your financial success and be able to reduce running out of finances even after leaving that workforce, or maybe that job, or even after maybe you retire, maybe you can have that early retirement. Individuals save for various reasons too. That return on investment can help you realize those major financial goals you set. And this is one of the best ways we want our money to do, to invest it there, to be able to generate that income. The longer the instrument or the bond fund, the higher the return. Among these stocks I've talked about, like in the mutual fund, it is only money market fund whereby you are guaranteed to get back your capital. This other one, like the balance fund, like the bond fund, like the equity fund, it is not a total guarantee that you'll have to get back your capital as it was, but they all have the chances of creating and making money for you. In order for you now to understand all what we have talked about, where you can be able to invest, there is number 1, we have talked about mutual fund. Under the umbrella of unit trust, there is the money market fund, there is the balance fund, there is the equity fund, there is also the bond fund, or what we call fixed income fund. Then there is the other investment which you can make with your 6,000 Kenya shillings. There is the issue of buying shares as an individual, which you can be able to get them shares from the brokers out there. Then there is also the issue of starting that small business. you can be able to start your own business with that 6,000 Kenya shillings and be able to grow it to a bigger one. Then there is the issue of having that personal pension scheme. That individual pension plan, you can also be able to start with 6,000 Kenya shillings, which you can really gain out of it, because starting that pension scheme plan, it is one of the benefits you can be able to live in your old age. And the longer the investment, the better the compounding. And that means the compounding effect will have to take effect on your money. And that means getting more money out of that. Then the other one we've talked about investing in SACCOs. Be able to start saving and investing in SACCOs. 6,000 Kenya shillings will enable you to start that investment in SACCO. And you'll be able to earn dividend at the end of each year in your given SACCO. And at the end of the day, that means you're going to create more income. And now let's talk about the exciting part, returns. Your 6,000 invested wisely can grow from dividend on stock, interest on both. The Kenyan market has got the potential to return modest investment into a flourished financial asset. And there you have it. The Kenyan market is brimming with possibilities, and your journey starts with simple 6,000 Kenya shillings. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to give it a thumb up, and don't forget to share with friends and relatives who are ready to unlock their wealth. If you've got any question or you want more in-depth guides in investing, then comment down below. Remember, your financial prosperity began with this first step. Happy investing. Let us grow our wealth together. And until next time, see you in the next video. And cheers to your financial success.